this time, son. You gotta be strong in this time, son. I'm a survivor. I will survive, I will survive. And I'm a firm believer. We'll forever shine, just to stay alive. That simple means it. Nobody can hold me apart. Nobody can drain my energy. Nobody can hold me sick. I will not allow negativity. Nobody can hold me apart. Nobody can drain my energy. Nobody can, nobody can. Everybody show me some strength. No weakness, show me a lion now. Put it up, put it up. Strength, no weakness, show them who we are. Put it up, put it up. Strength, no weakness, show me a lion now. Put it up. Everybody strength, no weakness, show them who we are. Not when you're old. Your enemies, they must tremble. Your enemies, they must tremble. Yo, not when you're old. Everything has to humble. Everything has to humble. I'm a go-getter.
You're constantly thinking of food, but sometimes you just don't want to cook or want something a little different. That's when you call Tasties, preparing meals that you really love. Tasties, our mouth-watering food, would have you coming back every day. But hold on, we only prepare meals Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for now. Call early because we have a lot to serve and we would love to serve you. Tasties, we prepare the meals you love to eat. From macaroni pie to baked chicken, provision dumpling and saltfish, stewed chicken, curry chicken, baked chicken, rice and peas, salads, and more. Please call for daily menu. Call 425-0624 or 403-0411. You can pick up your meals from us or we deliver it to you. Tasties, food that's delicious.
You gotta be firm in this time, son. You gotta be strong in this time, son. I'm a survivor.
Ride along, ride along. Welcome to the ride. Welcome to Monday on the ride, guys. Welcome to Monday on the ride. As you're coming, go ahead and share the thing and say, I share. Share the program once, share it twice, and say, I share. This is Ride Along Live. And let me tell you guys why it's more important today than any other day that you share the program, right? Let me explain something. We started a little bit early because I wanted to take some time to talk about this really quickly, guys. So as you come in, if you can hear me, share the program. Hold on. I'll share it as well on there. I'll tell you guys what's happening. Which is, I don't understand. I do not understand this. All right. So I don't know what happened, guys. Earlier today, we got a notification on our Ride Along page, right? We got a notification that the page would be restricted in a lot of ways, like a lot of notification that would get sent out, or a lot of syndication would not be sent out, simply because Facebook is claiming that there was a post that we made, a picture that we made, a picture post that we made that violated some community standard. That's what they said, right? The picture was of a news clipping of what happened in Washington, D.C. Now, we're totally not in agreement with what happened in Washington, D.C. We were merely and continue to post the news and information as it comes out. Anyway, the page has been restricted in major ways, guys, major ways. So a lot of people did not get notification as the program started, and it's sending out far less syndication. Now, they threatening to do this for an entire month until February 10th, right? Unbelievable stuff. I can't believe it. So I need you guys' help more than anything else right now. So I want everybody to go ahead and share the program right now. Gail, how you doing? Share the program. As you're coming, go ahead and share it. Natasha, how you doing? Go up and share the program right now. Everybody. Judith, Jacinta, Natasha, everybody, just share the program once, twice, three times. If you share it already, share it again, because it has to get out there. It has to get out there, and I'm not sure what is really happening, because you guys already know that, coming in from last year, 2020, we had a lot of people that was reporting the page. There were a lot of people who just vandalized. I call it, that's what it is, vandalizing the page. right? We had a lot of people that was vandalizing the Ride Along platform, and they continued. So I'm not sure if people reported something that we obviously didn't do. We don't promote violence, of course, and you guys know that. So I'm not sure why Facebook took that action, and we are. I wrote a letter earlier today to them to try to find some answers as to why this happened. Because you guys know what we do here. We People come in and share their stories. We don't promote any kind of violence. Never did, never would. That's not what we're about, right? We all about everyone sharing their stories. We don't promote any kind of political incitement. Nothing, 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 nothing of that sort, guys. So I want everybody to do this for me, guys, right now, right now. As you're coming, go ahead and share up the program. Share up the program right now, because we have a important program lined up for you. A very important program lined up for you. Today's program is essential. It's important. It's very important that every person see this program. So again, if you share the program once, I want you to share it one more time, because we're going to be going through this for the next couple, at least for the next month. All right. So we really need everybody to go ahead and share the program. Rena, how you doing? Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Rena. Share the program. Charmaine, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Jacinta, again, Dion Fraser, everyone, share the program. Again, as I said, that Facebook has restricted some activities on the page as of today, and I don't know why. We have been demonetized, we have been desyndicated, and a whole set of things. And God knows why. All right? We don't know. All right, Jacinta, you share 3 times. Thank you so much. Rena, share it as well. Gail, share it as well, and encourage everyone to share the program as well. Okay, guys, that's what you have to face with. That's what you're faced with when you are doing things. All right, that's what happens. But that's not going to stop the show. Nevertheless, today's program we have a very, as I said, an important program, because it's not very often we have men coming out and telling their story about the situation that they're facing. So whenever we have an opportunity to see a male perspective on things, we welcome it. Now, this young man that we're going to speak to today, his wife contacted us, so we got in touch with her because of a viral post that on social media, and we wanted to clear the air a little bit. All right, but I want you guys to keep in mind throughout the whole program, there's always multiple sides to a story. So we are not adjudicating the story here on the program. We merely want to hear his side of the story. All right. And in hearing his side of the story, it might stir up the other side to tell their side of the story. And then we could hear the both sides of the story. At the end of the day, what we're trying to do is to get a resolution to this problem. Now, let me sum up the story in some brief sentences for you. The gentleman that's coming on the program today, he's been in a relationship with a particular individual. He no longer is in the relationship with a particular individual, but he fathered a child with that individual. Now he's claiming that he has to pay X amount of child support for X amount of period of time, going on years now, and he doesn't have the necessary access to the child. In addition, that not having access to the child as he would like, he's he's not sure if the child is his based on what other family members are telling him, right? So we're going to have a very interesting conversation with him today. My guest is going to be identified as the guy, and he is right there. Self identity, the guy. How you doing, sir? How you doing, the guy?
Just, just cool, man. Yeah,
Nice, nice, nice,
yeah.
nice, nice. Well, listen, I say thank you for coming and chat with us, because the truth and the fact is we don't have a lot of men talking and sharing their stories. So I think it's important. You might start the ball rolling in more men coming out and sharing their stories, which is essentially important. So we're gonna start off. The guy, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you now? What part of the world are you? Where do you reside?
I is really under the bone,
You're Grenadian
man.
to the bone. Okay.
Yeah, really under the bone. As the original government, but I reside not at Willis and Georgia right now.
Okay, all right. Do me a favor. Just fix your camera down a little bit because it's way over your head. Just angle yourself a little bit because we want to see the guy. We want to see everything about the guy. We want to hear and see your story, quite clearly. Perfect,
Now, is it
perfect. That's it. That's it, man. You're there. You're ready.
nice?
Okay, so let's start.
Yeah, proper thing.
Proper thing. So you are claiming, right? Your claim to the post is that you have been fathering a child for a number of years and you don't have access to the child as you would like. Tell us a little bit more. Tell us some background information. First, how did we get here to this point?
Yeah, well, I see. I really enjoyed it well because between me and you, I never really wanted to go on out. But to me, you know,
Speak a little louder
the
if you can. Speak a little louder if you
my
can, because
ex,
they're complaining. Speak a little louder if
my
you can, because they're complaining that they
yeah,
can't hear you too
I see.
well.
Yeah, okay, okay. So see that my ex, she well, the time you know that to me,
Right,
well, I'm taking care of the child was saying too cook. You have times that payments have been missed based on the loss of job searching, and eventually, you know, back to a job. So most of them come up to the money as I should, and then they accumulate to XYZ. All I'm asking really and truly is for some DNA test to be done. But what I'm saying, it tends to be quite expensive
right.
on the on the island.
Okay.
So
Let's go back.
this
Let's go back
time,
because I think we're moving a little too fast. Why is it now that you
right,
are requesting a DNA? What happened when you went to court initially? When you went
right,
to court
yeah,
for child
yeah.
support?
Well, yeah, the first man in the court, um, well, when he took me to court the first time, well, my hands up because I know that's the lady I was with. So not even she took me to court. Um, then I started thinking because most of the family members was making certain statements that on her side
Right,
concerning my child in question, only 11 years now.
right,
Um, well, you can see, you can check yourself and see what's going on when you do when you think about it from the time she claimed that she was pregnant to by the time he was born,
hmm,
he he intends to be like 12 months. But them I still wasn't like thinking about that because I know knowing I was there.
right,
And but to me, you know, he looking in a way that it's like she just wants, in a sense, to have me like what I say, cruising life in a sense. She knows you cannot come up with certain amount.
right. No, I
So
understand that. I understand that. I understand that. I want to get to that. And again, I want to take it meticulously slow because I want everyone to understand, and I want to understand the story myself. So you were in a relationship with this lady. You
right.
guys obviously, you guys had relations. You guys had sex
Yeah, yeah,
over a period
yeah,
of
yeah,
time.
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So do you deny that that at the time, do you have anything that you have any reason to believe that
Well,
the child is not yours at the time? Forget no, I don't know she's trying to get money from you,
yeah,
but at that
yeah,
time, do
yeah,
you
yeah.
believe anything at that time?
Oh, no, at the time I was frank and believe definitely the child is mine. At
Right.
the
You
time.
believe the child was yours. No question about it.
No question about it. I'm telling you
Right.
straight.
You were there for the child at the early stages. Did you?
I was there from prime bond to um, the all the time of school until they go
Right.
to the primary school. I
Right.
was there.
Okay. So all the child know, the only person the child know as a father is you, right?
Yeah, well, it's me, but recently I got to speak to the mother and said that he said that he wants to see.
No, yeah, but I'm talking about then. About then.
Yeah,
At that time, primary school, growing up in life, the only
yeah, the
person the child know was
preschool.
you.
Yeah, yeah, man, from daycare up and go pick up, drop off, everything like that. Proper thing, I tell you.
Right, right,
Even but if you get all this here where after well, when I was having doubts.
right.
It's true. It's not really true having those from me, but it's the way my family members are acting up. Like
Yeah,
I
but your
be like,
family members, what do your family members know that you don't?
right, well, it's not my family members, but we have certain family members of mine who start having doubts now because they're saying the way that she acting in her farm. It's like she
Right,
really looking for not like help for the child, more like she looking to um get back at me in a sense. I
right.
don't know
Okay.
that was it.
Right. No, I completely understand. But besides the fact that your family members are telling you, boy, that can't be your child, Jed, or, yeah, that nah, boy, that child, whatever the family members telling you. Besides they telling you that, what other reason you have to believe that the child is not yours? I mean, you've been there for the child, you fathered the child, you primary school, are you the only
Well,
person the child know?
but yeah, one. Um, when I realized recent after the court, they are apparently know the issue mom was maybe I know sick in the US,
Right.
but nobody want to give me explanation what going on. So they she came looking for me now to
Uh huh.
sign some documents so he could travel.
Right.
So the time that she came, she look all over the place for me. Come check my wife was over my queen them time up in war itself.
Right.
Because she always saying that it's okay for he to go to war, but it's not okay for you to come home by me. Yeah. So
Right.
when she called me to sign, I say, well, I don't know what happened with him because you going with him. I don't know what happened with him. Where you going with him? You say you're traveling with him. I'm happy that he's traveling,
Right.
but you ain't explaining to me what was going on. Don't realize that your mom was sick and they were getting like the visa or what he was getting to travel.
Right.
So I left and I go straight up to her place, workplace. I walked around there to check her
Right.
when I reached in the office. Cause she work with the court people too. She work in
Right.
the court area like the children. When I went, she pushed the document to me. So I went to sign. I said, well, explain to me what really going on, what I'm signing for. Just sign here, that she told me. I said, well, I can't just sign that because okay, you have me in court and you're taking him to go with him. I don't know where
Hmm.
you're sending him, where you going with it. And she told me, if you want to send, sign, if you want to send, sign. She get angry. I decided to sign it. And shortly after that, that's when there were court things that happening that he said, now, see that I'm signing the document. I know that, really, but these things are happening now with the court and the whole
Right.
thing.
Again, I get it. I get it.
What she did, not to stop it, but she did an affidavit. She would do an affidavit
Right.
and then she would get his son to go. And eventually two of them left.
Right. Okay. All right. I want to go back. I want to go back a little bit again because we had to establish this thing here. Uh, um, what other reason do you have to believe that the child is not your child?
Yeah, well, the whole pictures and the whole pictures and things like that is that
Oh, so
seeing a difference. And
the child don't look like you or none of your family members. You're saying
no complexion and everything too. No, nothing.
right, right, right. But that's not something that you obviously cared about at the beginning stages. Tell
No,
me,
no, because
tell me.
we didn't. I just want to get this thing clear because be the DNA or not, based on the result, I will still be a part of his life. It's not like I want to just run away from taking responsibility. You understand? But it's just the manner of this thing is happening. You understand? It's years I've been going on because over 9 years now I can't get him to play. Call just recently to game on Wednesday gone and he tell
Right,
me I can't game. Because he
right,
don't want to see me. He's 11. I said, we talk to him because me, he knew. He have pictures. I could even show him in a time in that. me and he and take out in studio, all about used to be together.
Right.
So it's not like I just hurry come up and I just come. I was there.
Right. Yeah. Obviously. Yeah. Okay. So tell me about the first time that you were taken to court by the mother for child support. And when you were taken to court, did you raise the matter of or the question as to
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
paternity test?
Yeah, yeah, I raised the matter and they told me that the court, someone with court, I need to get because I was told something, so I need to pay half,
Right.
and then when I go to pick up the result, I'll pay the remainder to, and the social people was there, social services and legal people was there, saying that they will come to see my place, how it is, and if it's suitable for him to come. But nothing like
Right.
that happen up to this day. They take my number, they had my wife number, no call, nothing, and no one come to see me, and they was in the court the same time. There was a lady judge residing at them time, and like in a sense, I was like she want to hear me out. I was trying to speak,
Right.
but like the lady that is my ex in charge because I trying to explain myself to say exactly what going on, and I didn't get a chance to really speak in the court
Okay.
like that. Yeah,
What was the judgment by the court? Before we go there again, let me just explain everyone to everyone. We have the guy on the program here today, and we're talking about his side of the story as it relates to paternity. All right. He been there for the child from up until through primary school. The child, he been there. The only person the child knows as a father is him, right? He's the only person, but he had some questions. He for some reason, family members keep telling him, "Boy, I don't know." So he bought into the idea that possibly that the child may not be his, right? So we're at that point right now, going to court, and the judgment of the court, right? What was the final decision of the court? And that's where it gets very important to understand. So, did the judge rule that full custody go to her, or was it supposed to be split custody? What was the arrangement?
but yeah, well, he had like visitation only, but I asked for visitation recently, and he told me that it's okay. She said in the court, she said that there's no reason that he can't see the child. He's free to come and see the child. It's still in the court.
Right.
I
So,
was
so
I
the
was
court,
I
the
was
court, the court said visitation. The child is gonna
yes,
live with her, but the child have you have X amount of visitation days, right?
yeah, well, I could like call and like to take him because she said there's no problem. She said that in the court that there's no problem. But I just
Right.
saying that in the court. But that ain't really happening because I called just recent
Right, right,
and I
right. So
said
no, no,
that
no, no, no. That's important. That's important. That's important. The court rule that you have visitation, correct?
yeah, because I spent them concerning the visitation because I can't see him for 9 years now.
Yeah, no, no, I
Just
understand
passed.
that. I understand that. That is another part I want. That is another important
Yeah,
part.
yeah,
But the court
yeah.
ruled that you have visitation. Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Which means that okay, that is a judgment. That is a judgment there. The court ruled that. So when did you get a bottleneck in seeing the child? When did she start preventing you from seeing the child? After the court made that final decision.
Well, just shortly after because I was free on the Wednesday and I called before
Right.
asking if I could be able to see him. I said, bluntly, she told me straight up that he said he want to see me.
He don't want to see you. The child don't want to see you. That's what she
Yeah,
said.
as he told me. He's big now and he has sense. So something like that she mentioned to me.
Right. How old is the child, by the way? And please, let's try not to mention the person name, the second person name,
Yeah,
and
no,
don't
no,
mention the child name
no,
either. Um,
no.
don't mention the child name either. How old is the child?
11.
11. He's about 11 years old. Um, but you had a good bonding experience with the child all through his life, right? I mean,
Yeah, we
you
could see there because yeah, man, used to be like this.
right,
Yeah,
right,
even the graduation because the graduation really when you graduate from the preschool
right.
She never invited me like to make me like graduating, but one of his sisters told me that he was graduating. So I
Right.
came in there. I took pictures of him. I hold him. I raised him. I was happy to see him. Um, Even like after that's trained for me. Even after my mom passed in, I still even show up despite what happened to me and mom. Because what I gave on, she died now. She so rest in peace. But things that I gave to her, I never get refunded. That I loaned to her
Right.
when she left the island. Never get back any of it. And
Right.
she passed
Okay.
away.
And that
I
that
still
that
got
is that is somewhat
yeah, I still
TMI,
got
in the relationship. You guys exchange stuff, but it is still knocking me trying to understand why didn't the court order the DNA test? What was the problem in getting a DNA test? If that's the question that you raised, if you go to
yeah,
court and you say, well, judge, well, listen, I need a DNA because I am of the opinion that the child may not be mine. Why didn't the court facilitate that?
yeah, well, I don't know why, I don't know idea why also because that's been back and forth in court already. Back and forth. I've been in court here.
Right.
Certain time like when the fee, court fee raise, then she sign on the document, then I know back to court. Then after I pay this money, the amount on the spot.
Yeah.
Because you have to concept money your man as you know. You have the money, take the man and do it
Right.
wisely, you know it's right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so I did all that back and forth. $1,000 is him. But most times when if I see him sometime, the way that he look sometime, even going to school, sometimes you say not for a time, you see that I pay in the court.
Right.
You
No,
get
I
you
get
still
it, Peter.
getting you still getting stuff from me.
Yeah.
Although I ain't getting you in your hand, but I'm still taking care of him because that way you choose to bring me.
Right. No, I understand that. Peter Mitchell is asking, and you mentioned it earlier, that when you speak to the child is like, the child want to speak to you. What reason would the child not want to speak to you, or what not want to have anything to do with you?
Well, well when years gone by, I never knew he like that because, but it may be based on what somebody was gathering around the home exactly what is because I recognize that since the time of the mom passing when he
Right.
had he was walking with her and I came just to say and she just pulled him away from me. She just jerked him away from me and I just
So,
my mood like right
so
like
you're saying that
just
she has animosity towards you. She have
yeah
hatred
well
towards you,
I'm seeing it that way. I'm seeing it that way.
and because of that, you saying that she brainwashed the child against you,
Yeah,
against the
but
father.
it was to me because what them time and like it's only going primary. I used to walking over the car and I got in places and then he sight me. He almost even get bunks one time in the road, just trying to run across just to sit there. So he hailed me, and he run me and talk because he's like years, months, years, and seeing him again, talk to him, nothing. And see man, and he right here in the island. So
Right, right. So do you think, because you know the person, you know the female in question, do you
yeah,
think that she that hatred, do you honestly think, I mean, the that the hatred that she has for you is being now put into the child so he could hate you as well? Is that the
yeah,
core of the
well,
problem?
you know that one seen it. It may not be that way, but that one seen it because but all our sisters and them we good. I hear all of them, the cousin, everybody chat with me as normal. I even go as far as something like I even go to my boss I have now that I'm working where they could do a deduction to even send it to the court. Say no make the money reach me, so they deduct it. They go straight
Right,
to the court. That I'm working on now, but I did where I did a check and send it up to her by her sister, but when I was paying the court, she refused that. I didn't mind that. When
right.
I sent it back to deposit it to the child support. the court said you cannot do it that way. But the check was made to her. But she wouldn't take it like that because I'm making a payment there. So I quite understand that when I send it now to the court itself, they refuse to say, Mr. We also cancel the check
Mm-hmm.
and I have organized not to make the payment. Um, we just go and make the payment myself.
Right. Are they and it's sad, and I seen it. You're not the first guy I've spoken to who articulated that they were in a relationship, and because the relationship ended, then the 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 other parent, custodial parent, is now putting the child against the other parent, and that is bad if that's what is happening, because we don't know. That's your story, right?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
that's what is happening, then that is bad, because at the end of the day, whether you're the biological father or not, you're the only father that the child know. You
Thank
were
you.
there, right? And that cannot be, even if tomorrow you take a DNA test and the DNA tested that you're not the father. I sure you're still going to want to be there.
I'm telling you, despite just between me and you, right now I'm speaking to you, just getting a DNA test result, and despite the result or not, if it's my child, my son, I'll be there.
Right. No,
Because
go ahead, guy.
yeah, because to me, I was doing the code, so my short on the code payment, but what I'm saying, monies are going there, it's like I giving you money in your hand, I'm not giving on deed
Right.
because I can't even see you. I can touch him, I can nothing.
Right.
Yeah. And all
Now,
I hear is no.
do you have any have you went back to the court at any time to let the judge know that although they have a judgment that gave you guys custody and you visitation, she's not adhering to what the judgment is? Have you ever went back to the court?
No, no, I know went back. Yet one time I well, I was thinking about it, but I never really do it. I never really go back. But this would be a good idea.
So you
Never.
continue to pay, you continue to do whatever you have to do, although you have the question in your head. You have not gotten a
Yeah,
DNA, you have not gone back to the court.
yeah. I never go back. I went to the court recently just to pay some money again. Then I'm still owing monies to the court right now. As I'm speaking to you.
Right. Did you miss a lot of payment? Did you have
Yeah,
a lot of
I miss,
outstanding?
yeah, yeah, I miss all the payment. But I paid some, and I still have some pending that I need to just settle out now.
Right. Is it that's why uh she might be upset with you?
Well, I would say yes, I still say no, but I watch sometimes the payment which like to the $500 or so.
Right.
There's no way that I will get like a letter or anything from the court, or say a summon or something from the court. Um, then they may escalate. It may escalate. Time they were, the slow period, and then I want to blame the COVID, but you have the slow period, like the workforce and all that.
Right.
So the
Yeah.
money escalate too. So that's when you get looking like to organize. Then you get a summon now. So it now is become a loan sum. Instead of paying the amount that you're paying, it become extra. So now you're coming at the difficult spot. Because remember, you have a family also, and then you have the court to attend to, and
Right.
the amount came, you need to pay, or else because I reach in a situation where they hold me already to put me in a trunk with just a gun, go with me, and eventually I had money and I paying the money on the spot.
Right.
Yeah, and Yeah, so that's how the situation is.
Well, it's guys. Let me summarize this really quickly. If you just came in, Dion, we're way up the low audio. I bleed all my audio all the way up to the top. And if possible, you could speak a little louder. That would help because
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
having a
no
little bit of
problem.
problem hearing you. Right?
My voice loud, man. My voice
You-
loud, man. I go talk loud. Another man,
Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Don't get host hunting on us. We
yeah.
still
Man.
have
Yeah,
20,
man.
20 minutes left.
I hear
Um.
you.
So this is the situation. You have questions about the paternity of the child. You had questions from the beginning. You never fault you on the question as to the DNA. You never got a DNA test. You pay some, you miss some, you get interest compounded on some. So the amount that you have to pay now is much more than what it initially was because you have interest on top of interest on top of payments, and
Yeah, yeah. Something
based
like that.
on you missed a couple payments, and okay, how is the child being taken care of? Have you seen? And I know you saw the child and he run away from you and all that stuff. How is the child?
Yeah.
How does the child look? Is he being taken care of? Does he have food to eat? Do you know? Is he going to school? Does he have uniform, school clothes, and
Yeah,
books? And
yeah, yeah. Well, he has uniform, he has school boots. Yeah, I see him like once or twice, but sometimes, most you don't look back. You don't look back.
right. Okay.
Yeah,
We'll open up the phone lines here. Uh, um, for the folks that want to call in and ask a question, the number 718-701-5720. This is the guy. He obviously he wants to share this story because he wants this to get out. He's in a very ticklish, touchy, frustrating position, right? His position is he owe a chunk of child support. He owe child support. That's with interest. And because of what's happening with the COVID, uh, you know, work and everything else, taking care of his family, he can't really pay it, right? And on top of it now, he's questioning the paternity of the child, right? He's questioning the paternity of the child. And he's claiming that the mother is holding the child at ransom. He he obviously he can't get a chance to be with the child or anything like that. The other thing that you said, the thing that you said earlier was something as to um, she having you sign some papers or documents of sorts that he would travel. Do you
yeah.
tell us about that? What happened?
Well, when she came to the people to sign, knowing that I'm in court right now, and I'm signing a document to let my son loose to go to New York or where we going. I know. Or she said that she will going abroad. So I must sign a document because the reason I sign the document because the name changed.
What one who name
So I
change?
must
Who
sign.
name
In fact,
change? Who name change?
because she mentioned that she will do affidavit. See that I signed. So seeing that my name already been signed on the birth certificate, because the
Right.
signing wasn't I signed the birth certificate. So
Okay.
she need me now. Anything that's traveling, she need me to sign the document. When I look at the document, well, I can't remember exactly what the documents were. You have places where the father need to sign. But
Yeah.
then we signed because I tell her before she work with the legal people, so she knows she may have more than me, I would say.
Right.
But that was she work. So when she came in with it to sign now, I said, no, well, why should I sign and you just going with him? I don't know where you're going. And I'm still paying the court for a child I will not even be around here. I don't know where you're going with him. I know what you're doing with him.
Right.
So lately I get to understand that she was traveling because her mom was sick. And then the mom wanted to see him because she
Right.
passed her. That one I get to know later, but she got vexed with me in the same office where I went to see her. Because I left my work to go up to see her at her place in the office where she worked.
Yeah.
I went up to the office to check on her and go to sign the document because I was willing to sign because I don't know what happening. If he get the opportunity to go where and what's happening for him, so I will be signing. But when I to talk to her, she got arrogant and to me, yeah, must sign, and she called somebody on the phone. I know it's one of the she probably while we're working with her or somebody and say, you see him signing, you see him signing, so I just had to get on in the office and I just leave when I go. Then after that, she said that she did a happy day and she left with him. But the beauty about that, after she mom passed, she stayed up in New York and sent him down with a strange person. But seeing me, I walk now, I know how to still get him off when he reached the airport. For his aunt, I was the one that was there. But when he came in, I was still there because knowing that all over the court matter and thing, I was still there because I know it's me. I've been there with her. But all I find is strange now is like that's really pushing her on, like she's pushing like a revenge. It's like a revenge. So it's like I can't pay, things will happen elsewhere. So all I'm just asking is getting I'm test done. That was asking right now. For test to be done. Despite the result, I'm ready. Despite the result, I'll be there.
Right. What is the main problem that's preventing you from getting that now? And you spoke about it, but
Yeah,
you also said that the going back to the court and asking them for to make to push the judgment, you didn't you haven't done it. You haven't gone back to the court and say, okay, well,
no.
you don't have
I
no
ain't going to
visitation.
no. I ain't going to court because recently I called, so I could always be, I will do this soon time. No, like you mentioned it to me. You understand? Because I never think about going back to the court. I didn't go back to the court, but because the court will issue, as I mentioned, that they will issue at the end of being done. But you still have to get it done yourself. You understand what I say?
Right. Deanne, or is it Deanna McQueen is asking. So get a lawyer. Put the mother. Get a lawyer. Put a motion and request a test. Is getting a lawyer is that something that you may have access to at this time?
Yeah. I could have a few that I know. I could go to them and release it to them. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Guys, again, let's open up the phone line right here because I wanna, you know what, we're gonna help. We're gonna help the situation, one side or the other, right? But I wanna have a full understanding of the story here. Call in 718-701-5720. Someone from Grenada just messaged me and wanting to call, and I just sent the number. I'm not sure how close that person is to this particular case, but they said that they will call. But we're going to get to the bottom of this. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Why is it, and that's the question here today, why is it that this father feels that he is paying X amount of money on child support over a period of time, and one, he cannot get to see the child when he wants to, as much as he wants to see the child, although he claims that it's a judgment that's already sanctioned in court, and two, he needs a DNA test because he questioned the paternity of the child. Two, court did not adhere to his request to have a DNA test, or they put it on him to pay for it, and finances is not, he doesn't have it, didn't have access to it, so he couldn't afford it. Let's take a call right now. Caller, you live? Where are you calling us from? Hello. Hello.
Good night.
Good night. Turn your background down. Turn your background all the way down. I'm hearing a
Oh,
device in the background. Turn that down. Listen to me on the phone.
okay. Good night.
Yes, caller. Where you calling us from?
Um, I don't want to disclose that location.
No problem. So go ahead.
Yes. Um, what this guy is talking about is a lie. Ask him.
Mhm. Now he could hear you. He
Ask
could hear
him
you. He could hear you
why.
loud and clear. He could hear you loud and clear.
Okay, well, perfect. Ask him why he was put on child support in the first place. Since my nephew was born,
Uh-huh. Could you turn the audio background off? Because I'm getting a feedback. Like if you're listening on a second device, just turn that down.
yes.
Right.
So since my nephew was born, he was not involved in his life. So
Uh,
that was the last resort. The
okay.
life he's speaking now is because he's tied up and he doesn't know what else to do. So tell him to take responsibility. Thank you.
Okay. Um, that caller, you familiar with that voice?
No, I don't talk from that voice. Someone may just call, tell her to call us on there, you know. I don't from that voice.
Okay.
I know this.
She's claiming that you were never there for the child. He's
No, this is not that is not true. It's not true.
okay.
I could mention all the places he's been from daycare to preschool. I know exactly all them places. I've been there, dropping off, picking up, spending time. And mother meeting me there. The child was on Go Street. He was up on um the hill. We changed 2 daycares for him. And the preschool is to go to right by the common the teachers credit union. I was there. I
Right.
was there. This young lady didn't know what she's talking about.
Okay.
She needed to push.
Right. Right. When the court made the judgment, right, was it clear that they would just deduct the child support payment from your paycheck, or was it that you had to physically go and give her the money? What was the arrangement?
Yeah, well, I have to go to and pay it off myself.
Okay, so the judgment was that you had to physically go to her and pay her every week,
No,
every month. How often?
yeah, just go to the court and pay. That way I have to go up to the court and get paid.
Okay, okay, so you have to go to the court and make the payment to the court.
Yeah, yeah. Because the first year, and I just stopped there with Junior. The
Yeah.
first year that we went to, when she took me to court, when the judge asked her, she say, was the gentleman part of his life? He say, yes, he was there. He used to be doing buying stuff. He was there with him all the time. And I go attest to that. And I don't comment to lie out there. I'll be on a live show like that and lie about that.
Yeah.
The mother spoke about that and she could say that. And I just pray that the mother and the entire family members, cousins, and whosoever are wrong will be there listening right now. Our
Yeah. I'm
faces here,
sure they
our
are. I'm sure
voices
they
here.
are. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they're
I'm
listening.
a popular guy, you know, boss. I'm a popular guy, you know.
Yeah, I heard about you.
Yeah, I'm a popular guy.
So yeah, you're on here, and of course, your whole reputation is on the line because people are hearing you, people are seeing you,
Thank you.
and
Yeah.
you understand also that um, within the week, a lot of people would call me. Probably, possibly the mother is watching right now. She's gonna call in, and she's probably gonna tell her side of the story. That may agree or may contradict your side of the
That,
story, but you're standing by your story.
that'll be good. That'll be good. Trust me, that'll be good. I would like to see it happen. 'Cause
Right.
that'll make your program so interesting.
No, it's just to get a resolution, right? I
Yeah.
Here's what I want you to do. Here's what I want to be very clear, right? I want to ensure that there could be some kind of compromise. You get to see your son, right? You and the mother,
I want that to happen.
right? You and the mother probably cannot coexist because you have another family. You're married and you
Yeah.
live in your life, or
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that you guys have to be together, but you guys could co-parent separately, and that's what we want. Because at the end of the day, Is the child a losing out?
That I want myself to. I want to make sure that everything is okay because you need a father figure.
Yes.
Understand? And I step in here, I know no childish behavior, no boys behavior. I tell him straight up because I need to see him, at least to spend time with him. Or you
Right.
can come and tell me that a child making a decision now that he cannot, you want to see his dad. But I can't see
Right.
him his father still without knowing what really going on. You understand? Because me
Yeah.
he knew me from small growing up. He knew me. I used to go in the same primary school that he attending to right now, and going there all the time. The more I could attest to that.
Right. Why did you why did you decide to take this story to social media?
Well, well, with me, well, I watched one time that you had a program with with a lady in the same neighborhood with me, and
Right.
I was saying that the best way to clear myself right now is to so the world could hear.
Right.
That's why I choose to really come just to make sure everything clears up because hear my side of the story. What is really going on with me right now?
And that's important. Um,
It's not relatively the payments are not having to be able to pay and falling short of making certain payments. You just want to get everything clear and perfect in the interest of the child, you see.
right.
Because right now he's I can put myself that he might feel like he's comfortable, but it don't necessarily mean that he's very comfortable. You're not seeing his father, knowing that he's just around his mom, right? So you go start asking questions
Right.
sooner or later.
Yeah. And again, I think that we could resolve this. Now, you keep mentioning the paternity test, but in the same sentence, you said that you don't really care for the paternity test because that's not going to change um,
No, yeah, I'm
how you feel
changing,
about the
but
child.
yeah, yeah.
So the paternity test is just for you to, for what? What is the main reason?
But
I'm
the
not saying
pattern
it's
just
wrong
get
to request it, but what is the main reason at this point?
yeah because the pattern test is when me having doubts concerning not really my family side, but her family side, making certain statements
Right.
concerning him. But I know I was there, so I just want to get this in clear. So I know if you want like as you mentioned to me, go together a lawyer and explain to him XYZ and then see what could happen from there. Because the judge wasn't hearing me the time when I went to court. Trying to mention that to her and then she wasn't listening to me. Like she just put on the judgment for the mother.
Right. And in the case of just, you know, having some humane conversation or just think about in the best interest of the child as parent, what if you were to call her, or what if we were to call her right now and say to her, um, let's see how we could meet each other on the half. What would you want? What are you asking for specifically at this point?
Yeah, yeah, just because I'm asking for habilitation. Just recently I called to see man Wednesday gone there, but I still cannot get him. I was off. And that was for a long period of time I could not get him. No access to him. And she mentioned that to me, that he didn't want to see me. Without that reason, I asked me, say, right now, he has sense now. So like, he grown to be 11 now. So I don't know what she really mean by that. That's what she mentioned to me.
Right, right. Listen, we're gonna help you get to the bottom of this because I'm in contact with someone who knows the mother personally, um,
Thank
and the mother. I'm not sure if she wants to talk, but whether she wants to talk on air or off air, I think the bigger picture is to see how we could help the child, because
Yeah,
it's not about you. Sorry to tell you, but it's not about you. It's not about the mother. It's about
thank you.
the child,
It's about
right?
the child.
It's about
I'm
the
saying,
child. It's about the child, the well-being of the child. And I don't think any parent, any mother or father wants to be in the predicament that you're in, or that, well, I don't know the person, I don't know her, but I don't think any parent want to be in that position. So it's all about the child right now, and what we could do, what the community could do, what the viewers could do, what the father could do, what the mother could do to ensure that the child don't get damaged in the process. God forbid you
thank
go
you.
and you do a paternity test and it says uh you are not the father. You know, the damage that would cause. It's a psychological thing. There's a lot of have to go in. You know, it's not just doing a test and leaving the child out there like that. It's a psychological thing that the child will go through, and it's damaging for the child. So I think that the person is saying that the child is well off. His late grandmother and grandfather step up to the plate. Someone is feeding back that information on WhatsApp, so they're saying the child is doing well. Um, if you try to call the child, would he conversate? Would he speak with you?
At the present, I don't. I'm in doubt. Because it's like a angry something, you know. You're supposed to be angry. You might call if I sit down there and say I have to speak to him. It shouldn't be no angry way. If you as a mother know definitely that I'm the dad father,
Right,
I should have given access to chat with him. I am to spend time with him. You can request and tell me where you want your child to be. It cannot be by me. You rather be by his grandmother up at the next area where I came from. I live by me now. I want to take my child, I'm supposed to take my child and carry him with me. And you want to put rules on where I should take him, where I should have him. And I find that rather unfair to me.
right, and I understand. I understand. I think that uh, if that's something, if the DNA is something, if the DNA is something that you really need to do, I think you should go to the court and really demand it. Or if the mother, as I said earlier, the mother is not living up to the judgment of the court, you should go there and let the court rule on the matter of you being able to have visitation with the child, and try to mend that relationship with the mother and see how you guys could fix that for the purpose of the child.
Yeah, you know what? I'm a nice guy, you know, man. You know, I don't bossy, what I know, man. I'm cool and everything, you know, but I don't know quarrel and confusion thing. I think about him. Forget she right now because this already gone between me and she. But I don't know angry way with her. I hope she have rage and like lash if I do something wrong. When I did wrong. The only thing wrong is I'm not signing the document and then she get vexed over that. This
Right,
week I just have a issue right through. Because
right.
seeing that before this happened, the sign of the document for traveling, she used to relate to me and chat with me. Look at she come
Mm,
looking for me, get vehicle, come looking all over the place for me. Because she need me now to do this for him. So I
right.
was willing. So I left and go to her workplace. Think about it. When they asked for me, I wasn't here, I was by my queen. And I left my queen place. I come down back. My wife relate to me and tell me exactly what went on. I say,
Hmm.
okay, I'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I left. She came up here with a police officer in the van with her, asking for me. So my wondering what I did wrong. But wasn't that she bring a police woman? I never had a witness to with the documents so I could sign. But I wasn't up here, home at the time. So I was spending some time on my quick, but I left all the night and I was had to stay up there. And I came down because she was some signing some paper.
Right.
And I went up to our workplace. The way she walked, you will get a ride to drop off, you don't know ride to go up by our workplace. You have to walk. I walk there and I go in the office, ask for her. nice and sweet, sit down, wait on her. She tell me hold on a while and she come to me.
Mm-hmm.
When she came and she when she come for her to sign on a water paper. I'm not a very intelligent person, but I could see. I could read my name and see my name and my address. I
Right.
know that. So when I see it and I go to sign, I said, no, why should I sign? I don't know where you're going with him. At that time he was like 9, 10, young lady. And you want to have travel with him, I don't know where you are going to. Always the mom. I come to sign a document, not knowing if I see him no time again. Now lately after I realized my mom was very sick. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that's the
I
problem.
was there. I was
That's
there
when the
there.
problem really got. That's when the problem really
Yeah,
evolved.
really excited. The signing what caused afterwards. Because at time I used to miss payment. All I was paying them time. I used to miss payment. There wasn't
Right.
no like backstation or like the sign of any documents so that she could get me to pay
Right.
at a quicker time. Nothing like that. Just after the signing.
Yeah. I
But I
think
want to
Diane
know how to
said it.
go by. I just want to know how to go by this. Talk to me, explain to me now so I know what to do. I hope I could get a next program. If you could even come on to, or the family members would even come on. I don't mind.
Right. Right. Anything that is whether it's on air or off air, I think that there have to be some kind of communication and understanding. Whether it's, I don't know if court is an option or not, but mediation, I think, is the next step. Because at the end of the day, I think that there are misunderstanding. Obviously, there are different. Okay, the mother doesn't want to call. There obviously misunderstanding, miscommunication that's affecting the child at the end of the day.
Yeah,
You're here telling your story, and I applaud you on doing that. But I think that we need to go a step further in you
yeah, because what
communicating with the mother and try to figure this thing out.
I need that the communication because I never like say having a station or anything, Because she could say hi to me. I don't say I just say, well, yeah, Jay, he here, he will be there. Meet him so, pick him up where he do. I don't mind that. You do the most sound big stuff, talk with me. I
Right.
don't have a time span when you don't explain to me what time. So I don't carry him away with me for night. So I will spend time with him so I want to could be with me.
Yeah. But again, that could be forced because if that's the judgment, the mother should adhere. If that is the judgment, the mother should adhere to what the court says, which is the visitation, and you could go and get that enforced. But I
Yeah,
think that more needs to be done, and
visitation.
we're gonna have to do a lot more in talking to you, both you and the mother. Whether on air or off air, it doesn't really matter. But we
Right.
definitely need to do a follow up mediation and see what the mother is saying, because it could be just something that could be hashed out with a phone conversation. We don't have to be on ride along off air. We have people that we
Yeah.
could we have people in the background that could do those things. Uh, but I think your step, what you're doing today, is an important first step. It's an important first step because now I'm getting texts from family members
Yeah.
um, who is relaying certain information to me, and I am having a better understanding on the whole story and what we need to get done. I was thinking, well, okay, well, if finances is a problem to help with the paternity test, see what Ride Along could do, and get that done. But I'm thinking, is that really important? Is that really significant at this moment? It's not going to change the price of flour. It's not going to change the fact that you know not going to change anything much, because I think if anything, it would hurt the child even more. But
Yeah,
what it
but
might change is the fact that the payment that you're making right now. Um,
I need to get that done. Yeah. I never change much. I want to hurt him. I want to hurt him. You understand? But I need to get that done.
right. Family member is telling me that a paternity test is a waste of time. The child looks exactly like you. Does the child look like you?
No, I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that.
Let's take another call. Caller, you live? Where you calling us from?
Hello, good night.
Yeah, good night. Go ahead.
George,
Yeah,
I'm Grenada.
yeah, go ahead.
I don't know no reason how I see this boy live and talking about this child. And I just get upset one time.
Okay, why are you upset?
I'm calling from Grenada.
Go ahead, caller. I'm
Yeah,
listening to
because
you.
all you talking about I comment, I walk in my house and he's talking about a bunch of lies. And I don't have to hide my identity. See a minute.
Okay.
Ask him if you don't know Jaden uncle are working in the fish market.
Well, he hearing you. He hearing you. So go ahead. He's hearing you.
Yes, so I don't understand why they're lying for. He never mind that child. He never mind that child. From the time that child born, is a grandmother, grandfather, and uncle, and they want to stand up with that child. So I don't understand why you come and lie on it. I don't understand why you're lying. I will stop lying for people and give people misinformation and try to make me least look bad. You are telling you? Because when I meet you in the road,
No. Hey, no. We're not gonna tolerate that. Definitely not gonna tolerate any threat on the
yeah,
program.
but because you're lying.
No. But you don't have to go there. You don't have to go there. You don't have to go there. Yeah, we don't have to go there with threats. What I'm saying is we're trying to come to a resolution, right? Do you think that there is any question of paternity? Because that's one of his question. Paternity.
Paternity for what? The little boy look at exactly like he and all them kind of things. So I don't know paternity for what. Paternity don't even make a sense because he never mind the child and the child is dependent on him for nothing.
Right, but it's important. Do you think that the father should have a relationship with the child? Bar none. Should the mother is the mother preventing the father from seeing the child?
Well, relationship, he has chance to make a relationship with the child and he don't take the opportunity to do it. And he doesn't take care of the child, so he don't make no difference now. The child don't get big already.
Yeah, but it's still important for the father to have a relationship with the child. Won't you not agree to that? That they have some kind of relation, keeping it.
He is the one who neglects his child.
But he's here now.
He's the one that neglects his child. So where you don't try to make people feel is the mother. He's the one who neglects the child.
Okay, I call that. I call it. Thanks for your input on it. And you're the uncle, right?
Yeah, as a granduncle.
You're the granduncle. All right. Thank you so much. All right. So that's the granduncle's accounts of what's happening. He's saying that the child looks exactly like you. He don't know why you're here talking, and trying to deceive the public. The child look exactly like you, and you have not been taking care of the child. What do you have to say about that?
That's not true, man. And the child look exactly like me.
The child look exactly like you?
No, he don't look exactly like me. Junior, I tell you something. You see, all his rage, I know the gentleman I call him very well. I don't hear him. I don't call him uncle when I see him. So I know who call. I won't come here with no tail. What I'm trying to tell you, you see what I talked about the paternity? You say me not change nothing, but this will change a lot. Because this rage, I never know it on a rage. And see, we say, never mind, I should be up by them 24/7 from the child born. They know that. I'm saying pregnancy, I should be up there. You don't live so far from where she should live before. So, family members will always be family members. That's what I see. That's what I see. But second what I say, Mr. George, I'm second what I say.
Right.
I don't read it and get on like it. I come here with a story and I give my story.
Yeah. Again, it's a big move to come in at a public global forum and share your side of the story and such an issue. And I applaud you for that. But I come back to my first statement, guys, to the uncle, to the granduncle, to the aunts, to the sister, even to the mother. We sitting here and we're upset. We're upset. But that is not helping the child at the end of the day. We're predetermining all of these things for the child, and the child is not, I'm sure the child is not benefiting from this. the child is not benefiting
I'm
one iota from this back and forth bacchanal that is being set here. How could we make it better for the
praying
child?
that I'm, I'm praying that him, the child, is not listening or being close to the program. Right now, begin what 11 years, they start to
Yeah.
have the senses and X, Y, and Z, you know.
Yes.
So being that you as a grand uncle, you was there, you see certain things, but you don't know everything. So making them kind of statement and even not coming as far as threatening, that alone make me know you don't have no sense of reasoning.
Yeah.
I really thought better of him, but in a nutshell, I really come for him. I wish more people could call so I could get different takes and listen different, you know,
Perspective on it.
perspective from different people. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
eyes and name face. As I say, my all I all in that I have name face. Me. So I know.
Right.
So
Right.
I don't want to get this thing resolved and settling proper. Yeah. That's what I need, right?
Yeah. No, I understand, and I think that is what we need to do. Bigger than anything else. Um, bigger than anything else, I think that there have to be a mediation. There have to be a mediation, and not with anger. We don't need to conversate with anger. We need just cool head. Let cool head prevail, because we have to look at it from the bigger picture. Like, it's a child. It's for the child. It's for the betterment of the child, and I would do anything at this point. Um, if finances is a problem, we go help out. If it benefit the child, right?
Wonderful, wonderful, sir.
If it benefit the child, um, if we had to have a mediation of some sort in Grenada where we have some kind of counselor or whatever locally, whatever it is at the time, this is what is important to me. This is what's important to us right now.
Yeah, because
So
what better how she may hit my guts or what. I don't have no hatred over no one. I don't even know hatred. Despite of what went on before, what? No hatred. I'm thinking about the young man.
right,
That's what I think. That is what I here for.
yeah, okay. All right, so let's do this. Let's wrap here, and we'll resume our conversation in private, and we'll try to bring all parties together. And if that means that we have to get a counselor locally or whatever it is, and let cooler heads prevail, and let's come to some kind of resolution going forward. Because the animosity and the anger and all of these things, um, it could be quelled with proper communication, and I think that is important. This is the appropriate and important next step I think we need to take. But I thank you for coming on, because
Yeah, because
you did a big thing here today. You came out with your story, and a lot of men scared to do what you did today. So I have to applaud you for that. You did what a lot of people don't do. They're scared to share their story. They don't want to
yeah,
tell their story.
every story has two styles. Everybody know that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. And I appreciate that. And you get a lot of accolades from me for just coming on. You get a lot of accolades from me just for coming on and sharing your side of the story. What else you wanna what else do you want to leave with? If the mother is watching right now, or for the families that's watching right now, what do you want to say to them?
yeah, was in blessed love and everything because we never had no drama, no problem. Me and one family good as what so. Although all the gentleman still call. I don't have no drama with he. So all I want is peace and love and thing happening for the young man. That's what I want.
Absolutely. And we thank you so much, the guy. We're going to continue to follow up on this story. Thanks again. We're going to keep in touch.
Yeah,
All right.
boss.
All right, cool.
Yeah, bless.
You gotta
Yeah. So guys, I reckon that we're gonna have another conversation on this matter right here. I think so. I think so. With cooler heads. Cool heads. Let cool heads prevail. Now, while the program was going on, right, I was getting texts from a family member, a certain family member that was feeding me some information right here. Well, unverified. They said that they were a family member, so it's unverified. A person that said that they are a family member. But privately, we will get a chance to speak with the mother. Hopefully, she wants to speak to me, not on air initially, because I understand she probably don't want to, get out there like that. That's fine. But I think that doing that, having this mediator, probably with Kibbs or someone that works on our team that specializes in those things, have this mediation conversation and find out what this one want, what that one want, and see and explain that all this wants and needs is not about you, it's about the child. What we could do to help the child at the end of the day, that's the big picture. All right? And we'll do anything to make sure that happens. So for the family in Grenada, the mother, if you want to call me off air, you have my number. This is the number still on the screen. After the program, you could call me and let me hear your side of the story. All right? We don't have to talk on air, off cameras, everything. Let's talk and see what we could do to make things a little bit better for the child at the end of the day. All right, guys. All right. If anyone wants to say anything, 718-701-5720. 718-701-5720. That's my number right here. What you guys think? Tell me. Call me up, guys. Call me up. I'm going to keep the phone lines open for another 5 minutes. Call me up. Tell me what you guys think about this story. Tell me what you guys think about this entire story right here. 718-701-5720. 718-701-5720. What do you think? Deanne, Gail, Megan, Rena. What you guys think about this? What you guys think about this? The father side, the mother side, and the DNA. Don Henry. Yeah, it's always multiple sides to a story. And now I want you guys to remember that all the time. Always multiple sides to a story. Spice Baffy said they're going to lock me up if I call. Okay, Spice Baffy. I thank you so much, riders. We appreciate you so much and for being a part of our program. I want to show you guys something. Again, I've been telling you since the later part of last year. We started this new headphone business. It's called Riders, and I showed you all sorts of variations of products that we have. I think today we hit a milestone, which is a very important milestone, right? We have now sold about 350 of our brand Rider headphones. It's been going as quick as it's coming. It is really, really awesome. It's just taken off faster than we could have ever imagined. And I just want to say thank you guys, because you guys went to the website ridersong.com and you purchased. People all over the place. I can't keep up. I have some headphones that I have to ship out to England for some winners. But for Rena, and I know Rena, thank you so much for being so patient. And the folks and also Michelle. But it's just so hard to keep stock. It's really crazy. I never expected that it would have been so quick with the headphone, guys. I'm wearing it. See, I have this is the Bluetooth, and we have two other ones I want to show you, right? This is for a professional DJ. So we have the Rider professional DJ headphones. These are so amazing. This is a professional DJ headphones. Rider's professional DJ headphones. These headphones are the best if you're a DJ or a professional and you want quality sound. This is the headphone that you want, the Rider professional DJ headphones. It is So amazing. Let me show you guys another one that we just got in stock. You guys are gonna love this one. This is a brand new. This is the Rider over the air headphones. Now, a lot of people complain to us that they don't like nothing go inside of the air, and they don't want it over the air like this either. So we have this new one. This is the over the air. So it goes around your head like this, and it just goes over your ear like this. See?
No problem. DJ Gel defends
Just like this.
all year.
Just like this. Just like that, guys. It goes over your ear just like this. And just like this. See it? Over your ear. It doesn't go in your ear. It just sits right over your ear. And it's really cool. Right? So these are the Riders. It's called the Riders One. These are the Riders One. It's over the ear headphones. And it's gonna go on the website tonight. Right? It's gonna go on the website tonight, and we haven't pushed it out yet. So if you guys like this over-the-air headphone, if it's right behind your neck, it doesn't even feel like it doesn't drop off. It would never drop off like the earbuds. Some earbuds drop off, but these will never drop off. It's just right there behind your head and right over your ear like this. And it's Bluetooth. Your phone is tap sensitive, and it's really cool, right? So I want you guys to check it out. It goes on the website tonight. So if you like these headphones, you know what to do. All right, we have limited. Take it off. See, it's a real nice little piece of gadget there. Riders over the air headphones. It's so amazing. So guys, remember that Riders song. The whole Riders is basically inspired by you. And let me see if this one has it. This one don't have it. Of course, we have the Rider speaker. You have the speaker that's built in to the Rider headphone, the earbud, and it also have a charger port right here. This is going really fast as well. So it's just a lot of stuff, guys. Roger Pursue. Thank you so much. Guys, go to the website tonight. These headphones, the over-the-air Riders One, goes on sale tonight, and it will sold out like quick, fast. This is the best one. I love this one. All right, I love everyone, but this one is mad. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Hi, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. And also, guys, you guys were inquiring about the Rider smartwatch with the earbud. A lot of mercy. We can't keep those in stock. All right, we really can't. These was on about 60-something wish list, and as it came in, it went out. So these are not in stock again, and we're just gonna stock up with a whole lot of it. This is a smartwatch, and inside the smartwatch, as you open it up, is the earbud. It's amazing. And the smartwatch, you get your text on your phone, you control your phone. It's a watch. You check your weight, check your calories and all this other stuff. It is so amazing. So check that out on the website. You can put it on your wish list on the website, and as soon as it becomes available, you're going to be the first to be notified. All right? Riders is inspired by you, the true riders of the program. Peace out, guys. Catch me tomorrow. Have a good night. I have to tell you guys this. Now, starting next week Wednesday, right? Next week Wednesday, we have a new program called Riding. Hold on, let me get the name right. It's a brand new program, so I didn't even get the name right yet. Riding After Dark. Now, let me tell you guys what Riding After Dark is gonna be. It's gonna be me and you, and some great conversation late at night. All right. So if you guys want to join me and just you riding late at night with some very, very, very sizzling conversation every Wednesday from 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to have guests that's going to just make your whole imagination go wild. Yeah. They're going to make your imagination go wild, crazy wild. It's going to be a really nice program, sexy program. Some of the best guests. We're going to learn about all sorts of things that we don't talk about on this program. We're going to move it over to riding late at night. All right? 10 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss it. Starting next week. Put it on your calendar. All right? Put it on your calendar. Riding After Dark. Now, the other important thing about Riding After Dark next week, starting next week, it will be aired on Ridealong, but it will be deleted. So you won't be able to go back and watch it. The only way you could watch Riding After Dark is live. It's not going to be available in the morning. All right?
Nobody can hold me, man. Nobody can drain my energy. Nobody can control me. Sick. I will not allow negativity. Nobody can hold me, man. Nobody can drain my energy. Nobody can. Yo, just show me some strength. No weakness. Show me a lion. Strength. No weakness. Show them who we are. Strength. No weakness. Show me a lion. Everybody strength. No weakness. Show them who we are. That's when you're old. Your enemies, they must tremble. Your enemies, they must tremble. Yo, that's when you're old. Everything has to humble. Everything has to humble. Right now.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Hey, I got some good news for you. Looking for a passionate immigration lawyer with experience that spans over 2 decades? Someone trusted that served immigrant families just like yours? Well, look no more. Now you can benefit from her personal and professional experience. Diane Winter Funde. Schedule a consultation now and get assistance with your immigration journey. Specialize in adjustment of status, B1 business visa, B2 visitor's visa, consular processing, deportation defense, naturalization, and more. Give us a call today at 813-815-3529. That's 813-815-3529 or online at winterimmigration.com. Attorney Diane Winter Funde. Law done differently.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Hey, how do you spell appreciation?
Let's see, I think it's A-P-P-R.
Wait a minute, hold up.
We spell appreciation with a capital C
for cold, hard cash. Ladies and gentlemen, we say thank you for playing Waggity Virtual Bingo. And on Sunday, January 10th, 2021 from 6 p.m.
It's appreciation time.
Imagine you can win US $10,000. And hear this, tickets cost only $5. That's right, only $5 per ticket. That's how we show our appreciation. In Grenada, tickets are available at gotofet.com or numerous box offices island-wide. If you're overseas, tickets are only available at gotofet.com. So, what are you waiting for? Join the fun and excitement online.
Play Waggity Virtual Bingo,
the new way to play bingo.
From our family to yours, Happy New Year.
This is News Card. Donald Trump is about to be the first and only U.S. president in history to be impeached twice. The House Democrat introduced impeachment resolution charging Trump with incitement and insurrection. House Democrats formally introduced their resolution to impeach President Trump on Monday, charging him with incitement of insurrection for his role last week in the riot at the U.S. Capitol. The impeachment resolution that the House is poised to vote on this week is the Democrats' first step towards making Trump the first ever president in history to be impeached twice. This is News Card. Nimrod Oliver refutes allegation published in one of the local newspaper that he received funds from the NLA for food hamper distribution initiative on January 1st, 2021 in St. George's Northeast.
Categorically deny receiving any funds from NLA as it pertains to the food distribution program. That was solely a self-initiative thing. The money I spent, first of all, most of the food, 90% of the food was bought in New York. And I personally wrote the checks or used my cards to purchase the food. I received no money from National Lottery Association regarding purchasing of food to be distributed. And in that regard, we're talking about food for people. Why are we even trying to bring politics or anything else into that? This is food. That's the whole idea behind it. And I don't think we should really make a big issue out of it in terms of whether you get from this one or that one towards helping. It's food. It was used for food. And I, along with my wife, went out and purchased the food. We created it in New York and we shipped it down. It's not much I could say to him in that regard because I had no discussions, like I said before, with anyone from NLA or with the NNP administration as it regards to the food, to whatever NLA gives to the constituency of the government. Like I said, and I will continue to say, what I did was solely self-initiative. And if there was stuff that was given from the lottery to the constituency, I assume he knows what he's talking about. But when he ties me into that, then yes, it needs to be addressed because we shouldn't be leaving that misconception out there. Because then people view you. Not that I really care how people see me, because I live by. I'm not perfect, but I try to do everything as right as can be.
Now, the UWI Seismic Research Center team on the island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines is monitoring effusive eruption of La Soufriere. Says the steam currently rising from the volcano can cause acid rain. The steam has volcanic gases like hydrogen peroxide and hydrogen fluoride, and when mixed with condensation in the atmosphere, can get an acid rain. Acid rain can affect vegetation, causing burn spot to appear, which has been observed in North Leeward, according to the UWI Seismic Research Center. The team stated that this is another reason why access to the summit of the volcano is still prohibited, as necessary safety precaution must be taken and adhered to. This is the latest breaking news for the hour. Stay tuned for more news weekdays 8 p.m. and again at 4 p.m. daily. The news is a production of Ridealong Media. See you tomorrow.